This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Can you say three-peat? Union Scotties, WPIAL champions.
The New Shenango Lancers are PIAA Class 2A state champions once again.
Swing and a miss. The Union Scotties. It's double gold for the County of Champions.
Wilmington, your District 10 1A champ.
Makes the catch. That will do it. Mohawk, back-to-back. Go celebrate.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
There he is. Left corner for three. He's the now all-time leading scorer.
Palmer McCain makes the catch. Somehow the adjustment, and he is going to take it to the house.
Francis Monitis works through Rinson. Has a chance. Score! Off
the tip of the glove of the first baseman, Benedict. Actually recovered. And did they get her? They did!
Oh, he has wide open. Dave McKnight gets the touchdown.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Laurel High School here in Harlansburg for Class 2A Section 1 action as the Laurel Spartans host the Shenango Wildcats here again in Section 1 of Class 2A. Both teams with 5-7 overall records. Laurel coming in winless in section play 0-3. Shenango at 1-2. Alongside Tyler Aaron, I'm James Dotson, here to get things going between two teams. Tyler, they're call it a youth movement, if you will, but a lot of freshmen, a lot of underclassmen are going to be on the floor for both of these teams tonight. It's a couple of second-year coaches. There's a lot of similarities between these two teams, and in the youth, it's all about getting better from one game to the next. But in the end, you got to think about this is potentially a game that's going to dictate who's in control of a chance to make it into the playoffs at the end of this season.
Yeah, both teams very similar. It seems like for both of these teams, as the season has progressed on, each team looks stronger and better out on the court. Again, we're right at the halfway point in the season for both of these teams. For Shenango, it's been on and off. You lose one, you win one, just back and forth. For the Laurel Spartans, a little bit of spurts, going on a 3-game win streak early on this year, currently on a 3-game losing streak as of right now. But starting off with your first conference, or one of your first conference games here in the second half of the regular season, coming out with a win would be big for one of these two teams, especially as we're closing in on playoffs.
Yeah, when you look at it, Laurel still has to play, obviously, Shenango tonight and then Freedom on Monday before starting the second half of section play. Shenango already with a 2-point win over Freedom just before the holiday break for the slight edge in the section standings. If we can take a look at the section standings here in Class 2A Section 1. But you look at the fact with Laurel especially, currently they would be the team out of the playoffs, but at the same time, look what they've done. A close loss that they basically lost at Rochester by 11. It was a closer game than that throughout the entirety of it. And then earlier this week against Aliquippa, a 5-point defeat at the home of the Quips. Not a, you don't want to say any loss is a good loss, but two close losses that you can maybe build off of here heading into the second half of section play.
Yeah, well, in that game at Rochester, Addie Vanasco had 19 points in that outing for Shenango, but you're staying in close with all these teams. You just got to find a way to get over the hump. And for the Wildcats, who's really struggled lately over the last decade against these Laurel Spartans.
Yeah.
Last win for Shenango came back on December 21st, 2015. It was a 69-52 win for Shenango over Laurel to vanquish the Demons a little bit here to start out, get this win, and move on ahead. Be big here for Shenango.
And names you're going to hear, you mentioned Addie Vanasco, one of the top scorers for Shenango. On the other side, the two seniors, especially J.L. Henderson, the big one that they're going to go through, averaging 11 points a game, is the senior guard for the Spartans. Coach O'Hara and Coach LaRocco, each in their second year with their respective programs. We got a chance to chat with both of them. We'll bring you those conversations when we return here on your Castle Asphalt pregame show. Back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Having a safe and healthy home is not something to play games with, especially if your home was built before 1978. You may be exposed to extremely harmful lead-based paint hazards. If you're concerned about lead in your home, don't roll the dice on your family's safety. LCAP's Healthy Homes Lead Hazard Reduction Program is here to help you win the battle. Your family's health and safety is the goal. Contact the Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my Axe driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
All right, back here on the pregame show, our Axe pregame interview with Coach Luke O'Hara of Shenango. Coach, let's talk about, for you, it's year 2 versus year 1. You know, already more than double the win total from the first season. Just talk about the progression that you've seen of your team in the first 2 years.
Yeah, it's just exciting to see. Obviously, this year we're very freshman heavy with 8 freshmen. So just to see the growth that they've already made in the first half of the season. We're super excited about the second half, and then just continuing to grow and get that experience, that repetition in the games and everything is just so valuable. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, to talk about getting those little victories from one day to the next, especially with, not only 8 freshmen on the roster, but a lot of them playing significant minutes every night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have to rely on them because that's where we're at right now. But yeah, just those small victories like you're talking about, cutting down turnovers, being in the right position on defense, running through the sets the right way, those types of things. You take every small victory we could get, but they're getting it, so it's exciting to see.
Talk about your seniors, though, and what they've been as leaders, especially with such a young team, but they're still the ones that you're looking up to.
Yeah, so Ella Farrell, Naira Thomas, Layla Kinniston, those are 3 seniors, and they're doing a really good job of trying to help pull those younger girls along, show them how it's done and everything, and so we appreciate all the efforts that they've given too.
Great stuff. One final question for you, Coach. Just a couple keys for success tonight for the Cats.
Keys, just defensively, we got to be a full unit. All 5 of us playing defense, talking, communicating, keeping JL out of the paint would be nice. I know that's easier said than done sometimes, but I think that would be the biggest key is just our defense. And then taking care of the ball on offense, not trying to force it when it's not there, just being patient, running through, getting good opportunities.
Great stuff. Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
Pre-game show continues in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Castle Asphalt and Construction is driven to provide quality, cost-efficient pavement-related services to Western Pennsylvania. Every paving or construction service at Castle Asphalt begins with a thorough site inspection of the area to allow their team of professionals to become familiar with the unique conditions of your home or business. Once the site inspection is complete, Castle Asphalt provides you with a detailed plan of the design, cost, materials, and time of completion, so you know exactly what to expect during your construction. Visit castleasphalt.com to request a quote for your next project and make your dream design come to fruition.
Back on the pregame show, talking with Laurel head coach Ricky LaRocco. Hey, Coach, let's talk about year 2 so far for you here at Laurel, and what's changed from year 1 to year 2 and just how things are progressing so far this year?
Last year was, I started 4 seniors and a junior, so it was a pretty experienced team. I'm starting 2 sophomores. I'm playing a couple freshmen a lot. So, that's the change. We're 0-3 in section, but with a bounce of the ball, we could be 2-1. Yeah. We went down to Rochester and played a tight game. We lost Al Clipper by 5 the other night, and obviously Neshannock is Neshannock. So, we're looking to get on track and get a section win tonight and get that going the right way.
Yeah, talk about those close section losses, especially for a young team. How did the team respond? How do they, especially watching film afterwards, how have they done with it?
They're pretty. I don't want to say oblivious, but they don't let it bother them. Like they can take the next game and put what's happened behind them. When you play young kids, it's a learning process. You hope by the time they're juniors and seniors, those 5-point losses turn into 6-point wins. Yeah. So, we have both them teams here, which is a plus. And I think we can get them when we get here. We got Neshannock left. We got 2 more section games we play tonight, and then Freedom on Monday. So hopefully get 2 and 3, and then win out at home, and then see what happens on the road the rest of the way.
Young team, but talk about your 2 seniors and what they've meant in terms of leadership.
They're the leaders. Everybody looks towards JL when the games are tight, and she's not a point guard per se, but I'm asking her to do a lot from the point defensively, and she's handled it. And Maya's just a tough, gritty player. She does the dirty work, rebounding, layups inside. So, the kids look to them for leadership, whether it be in practice and in games, and they've done what I've asked them to do.
Final question is, what are the biggest keys for your team's success tonight?
Shoot the ball well and don't turn it over, and you'll win the game.
Simple enough. Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
Keys to the game starting lineups, an opening tip from Laurel when we return. Spartans and Wildcats here in the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAT.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Starting lineups coming up here momentarily. Your pregame show again brought to you by Castle Asphalt, providing commercial or residential asphalt paving, site work, and commercial line striping at castleasphalt.com. Your starting lineups tonight brought to you by the Crane Room Grill. It's the place to be on Thursday and Saturday nights for football and wings, especially the college football semifinals here tonight. Takeout orders available as well at craneroom.com. There's the Shenango starting 5 being announced here tonight under second-year coach Luke O'Hara. Van Atten, Vanasco, Downing, as well as Thomas and Farrell. So 3 freshmen along with the two of the 3 seniors on the Shenango roster. And on the other side for Coach Ricky LaRocco and the Laurel Spartans, their starting lineup also with 2 seniors, Jael Henderson and Maya Jarrett. The junior Lexi Kroll and sophomores Alexis Bear and Addie Uri. So again, Van Atten, Vanasco, Downing, Thomas, and Farrell for Shenango. Henderson, Jarrett, Kroll, Bear, and Uri for Laurel. And before we talk about true keys of the game, small bench, especially for Shenango, a lot who are out with injury and illness on both of these teams tonight.
Yeah, well, for both sides, it's small benches.
Right.
There's only a couple of girls on each side, so a lot of the players are going to have a lot of playing time, which is exactly what you want. The more playing time you get, the stronger you're going to be as the game moves on.
Yeah, especially as young players as well. Let's take a look at your LGKG advantages, the keys to the game here tonight for both teams, and both coaches spelled it out pretty well for us, but I love it for Laurel. Real straightforward. Shoot well, no turnovers. You're going to have a chance, Tyler.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just do that alone, and you're going to do great, but the big thing on the turnover side is the offensive turnovers. You don't want to turn it over, especially well in the paint. You're so strong in the paint this year. It's definitely a crucial play here, and we heard it in the pregame show on Shenango's side where you got to keep Henderson out of the paint because that's where she thrives.
Yeah, only 28 three-pointers made on the year for Laurel. Shenango right around that same number as well. Neither team shoots it exceptionally well from beyond the arc, and you also can tell a decided height advantage as well, big time on the side of Laurel when you have Addie Uri to tip it up at 5'10", and she does control the tip for the Spartans. The tallest starter is 5'5" Addison Downing for Shenango tonight, and a couple of their taller players, Cameron Bintrim, a 5'10" freshman, not available here this evening. So Laurel with full first possession against the zone defense for Shenango. To the right wing, Henderson, short corner for Jarrett. Bounce pass across the lane, a little too far underneath the hoop, though. No good on the shot. Getting her own rebound is Lexi Kroll. Her putback, no good. And grabbing it originally was Shenango, but ripped right back out by Uri. And an extra possession now coming for the Laurel Spartans. Calling for it. Henderson wants it, gets it. Short on the shot. Third offensive rebound already, and we're going to have a tie-up and possession going over to Shenango as Maya Jarrett was tied up there by Van Atten.
Great job by Laurel early on, just grabbing the rebounds up front and retaining possession. I mean, first possession lasted almost a whole minute off the game clock. Laurel keeps on doing that.
And now a little pressure in the half court, able to poke it away, and then we're going to have a whistle and a pushing foul as Lexi Kroll will pick up the first personal of the game. Your officials tonight, by the way, Joe Nugent, Frank Giannetti, and Ryan Marcione. Again, these games, again, it doesn't look flattering when you look at it in terms of the records, but when it comes down to it, this is likely a game that will decide who will end up being in the playoff contention. 4 teams will make it from each team, or from each section, into the playoffs. As Maya Jarrett, got that steal for the Spartans. Now Henderson tries to drive in, gets to the foul line, blocked away nicely. Downing and company and Vanasco able to poke it away. Quickly in transition the other way, Ella Farrell, 3-ball specialist, being hounded defensively there by Henderson and ends up losing it out of bounds. So turnovers in the early going. You can see the size already playing a big factor, Tyler.
It really has been. Shenango's really struggled just trying to get the ball down towards the basket. Laurel keeps on forcing turnovers earlier on, and they've been in control so far.
Still no points on the board, though, for either team, as that one's in the corner for Jarrett. Around the defender, finds a cutter. Good find. The shot, though, unable to fall from Alexis Baer. Now coming the other way with speed is Van Atten. Her pass deflected and stolen right back away by Lexi Kroll. Really no chance for any offensive sets in the first 2 minutes for Shenango. Deep 2, no good. Good box out to get the offensive rebound for Baer, and she's going to earn another possession as it's knocked out of bounds. Still staying with the Spartans.
Got to give a lot of credit to the Shenango defense. They're playing zone and not letting Laurel gather the ball and take it in through the paint.
That's what they're going to have to rely on, though, is making some of those mid-range jumpers. Coach LaRocco talked about it. That one off the mark as Thomas brings down the rebound off of the Bear miss. 2:15 gone here in the early going, and unable to corral that one as Thomas. Over and back will be the call. 5 turnovers already against Shenango, and that was the key both coaches talked about immediately. Got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, Shenango's really struggling with that. Laurel has been pressing a little bit further up, and it's worked to perfection so far for the Spartans. Just got to be able to put up points offensively.
And especially with the height advantage that they have. As they try to find a way to get it to Uri down low, they do. Drop step, turn, too strong on the shot. Another offensive rebound for Lexi Kroll, though. Kick it out for a three-pointer, in and out from Jael Henderson. And on the rebound, a tie-up. This time it will stay with the Spartans.
Yeah, just another play where Laurel just can't get it to the hoop through the paint. You have to kick it back out. And a three-point attempt just misses. Only 28 three-pointers have been made so far by Laurel this season.
So you're talking less than 3 per game on average. Most being made by Lexi Kroll. She has 7. Good drive into the paint there, but too strong off the shot from Bear. Now here comes Vanasca with some speed. She'll pull up from the left wing and drain one. Said, hey, I can hit him. First points to the Cats. Transition the other way, long two, may have been partially blocked. Offensive rebound for Uri, but she's on the end line, so possession over to Shenango. We'll have our first sub of the game. Check out your LCAP instant replay. Love this, Tyler. Come down the floor, your left hand down, man down. Turnaround jumper this time for Vanasco off the mark, out of bounds, but possession will stay with Shenango.
Shenango's got a little bit more hop in their step now. You finally get points on the board, and that's the first opportunity Shenango's had all game where they're able to get the ball into the paint.
Inbounding is Downing, and not on the same page. Now it's going to be a foot race for it. Jarrett flying into the scores bench with Van Atten, and it will be a held ball, and it will stay with Shenango. A lot of hustle from both teams. Both coaches told me that too off the air. Of, you know, they love the way their team plays. They're young. You know, they don't overthink things, Tyler. They just go, they run, they play hard.
And that's all you got to do. If you continue to play hard, good things are going to come. And Shenango really putting all their might into it, trying to get it offensively to the basket.
And, you know, mistakes like this are going to happen. It's just the nature of the beast, especially when you have 8 freshmen on the roster who are playing a good chunk of time. And with that, right on cue, Coach O'Hare is going to take a Pontius Insurance timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take one here as well. Back in a moment, 3-0 Cats lead on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Laurel basketball out of the timeout, trailing 3-0 here at lcsportsnet.com. Around the perimeter, working the ball. Good pump fake, drive, draw, dish to the corner. 3-pointer short there from Santini. And rebound coming down with it is Shenango's Ella Farrell. Coming the other way, good job by Santini to get the hands on it and knock it away. It will stay with the Cats. I want to mention, too, Coach LaRocco, by the way, led the Shenango team to a WPIAL championship just 3 years ago. Now in his second year coaching at Laurel. So an interesting rematch of sorts there in terms of playing against the team you used to coach. Steal away from Jarrett, but then she gives it right back, trying to work it ahead to the open Gigi Santini.
Yeah, just a little bit too far. A Hail Mary throw down the court. And just unable to connect, so Shenango gets that ball, another costly mistake. Addison Downing will give it over to Vatnin. Back over to Downing. Downing over to the left wing side. Thomas with it, tried to drive it in, and a double dribble is the call. Be Laurel basketball with 3:48 left to play.
So Moser will inbound. Turnover battle in favor of Laurel right now. 8 Shenango turnovers, 2 for the Spartans. But the Addie Vanasco 3, the only points on the board so far. Extra pass to the corner. 3 ball there taken by Santini. No good. Offensive rebound. Another one for Lexi Kroll already with 3 of them. J.L. Henderson can't get that one to go and then knocked out of bounds on the rebound. Possession will go back over to Shenango. They're getting the looks, Tyler. They just can't get them to fall.
Yeah, and they keep on driving it in through the paint every single time. They just can't find pay dirt with the basket. It's something you have to monitor because now we're over halfway through the first quarter and still no points for Laurel.
Not without opportunities and even second chance opportunities. But you got to admire what the Shenango defense is doing. That's what Coach O'Hara talked about. Got to be one collective unit. When you play a strong zone defense, any defense, but especially a zone, you have to move like you're one person, one being, one thought process. Good hands there to knock it away from Farrell, but getting it right back was Moser. Pass across the paint, well read, stolen away by Downing. Pass off the mark. Closest intended target is cameraman Rob Natel.
Yeah, one thing you look at with Shenango's zone defense is they're letting Laurel shoot from the corners, down the wings, behind the arc. Laurel just can't find it.
Extra pass across the lane. Long 2 on the way is in. There for Alexis Bear. Gets Laurel on the board at the 2:40 mark, and they'll get the ball right back on another Shenango turnover.
You got your first points out of the way, and now you just got to keep on chipping away at it. It's a very low-scoring game.
Trouble in the backcourt, able to finally get it across. Now Henderson on the wing, finds an opening. Pass deflected, able to get it though to Santini. Back to Henderson with 2:20 remaining. Good find down low and a good cut. Shot partially blocked from Bear. And then they're the last to touch it are the Spartans out of bounds. So good find on the cut, but the recovery defense that time for Shenango able to create a turnover.
Well, Bear was coming in down the right wing side and just slowly made her way behind the defense, and just a picture-perfect pass there by Henderson to get it to her.
That's what you got to find in any zone, but especially the 3-2 zone. You're going to find in the, on the block areas and in the corners is where you're going to have the weak spots in it. As stepping on the sideline was Downing, collision between Kroll and Moser. They're okay, and Spartans get the basketball. Maya Jarrett thinks it's still football season out there. The kicker for the Laurel Spartans WPIAL runner-ups. Left wing 3, just a bit too strong for Santini. Jarrett able to get the offensive rebound. She drives in, but took an extra step on her way.
Yeah, Henderson looked to pass back, and for head coach Richie LaRocco, told Henderson just to shoot the ball, don't go for the pass, and just a little mistake.
Yeah, just one of like, hey, you got to have the confidence to make that shot, make that play. Henderson out with the steal, and she goes right to the rack as called by Coach LaRocco, and going to be awarded with a trip to the Parada Jones-McCree free throw line.
Yeah, when you come in with speed, Shenango caught flat-footed there. You just have to take the foul there, with Henderson being one of the best players on the Laurel Spartans team, 10.8 points per game.
First free throw up and good, ties it up at 3. First points for J.L. Henderson, as Addie Uri will return to the lineup. And I think, too, when you look at Laurel's height defensively, and then Shenango just how well they've been playing in that zone of everybody moving together, fast break points is probably going to be the biggest key for both of these teams for any offense over the course of the game. Layla Kinniston, the third senior for Shenango, got that rebound. As Shenango works their way down the court. Double team, Farrell able to get it. She goes cross-court pass, able to get it to Kinniston, and she'll take a step back. That's Vanasco, with her second bucket. So Vanasco in traffic, able to give Shenango the lead back. Jarrett drives in, kicks it to the corner. 15-foot jumper, in and out, no good. Uri offensive rebound. Can't get it to go, and out of bounds, and Uri's the last to touch it.
Yeah, it's just a battle underneath the rim for that rebound. Just kicks off Yuri's hands, and Laurel definitely has a lot more size. And you see it right there by Henderson, just a big block.
Didn't name our impact players, but we talked about Addie Vanasco. She's got all 5 points for Shenango, and obviously J.L. Henderson leading the way, both at around 11 points per game for their respective teams. Ava Van Atten getting the start tonight. How about that one amongst the trees, off the window and in?
You come in with speed, bring in more force on the rush to the hoop.
Good find down low from Jarrett to Moser for 2. Now we're getting some offense. 30 seconds remaining in the opening quarter, and good play there by Downing just to throw it off the leg of the Spartan defender.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have full possession of the basketball. Just try and knock it off your opponent and hope it goes out of bounds so you can retain possession.
Another turnover, and Rob Nattell, again, Johnny on the spot. Pass it to him, not Malik Hooker. That's what we hear.
I hear he's always open along the baseline.
He's always open, yeah, because he's the last man on the bench. 15 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter as Jarrett will get it back over to Henderson. Getting hounded defensively by Van Atten at the top of that zone defense. Good job to get around one defender. Shot, though, off the mark. Kinniston with the rebound, tied up by Lexi Kroll with 3 seconds left to get one more possession for the Spartans.
Yeah, just quickly inbound it. Shenango's giving you shots from behind the arc, so just take your shot.
And right out of it, trying to hit one from 3 is Henderson. It's off the mark, and that's how your first quarter comes to an end. Shenango with a 7-5 advantage through 1 quarter of play here in the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Attorneys Parada, Jones, and McCree are dedicated to giving their clients the best chance at a positive result. From personal injury, criminal and corporate law, real estate, municipal law, to wills and estates, their team will work with you through every step of the legal process. With Parada, Jones, and McCree, excellence is our guarantee.
Being the home team, to playing at home. And at LGKG, we have been your home team for over 90 years.
We're more than just a law firm. We're your friends, your neighbors, an advocate when life takes an unexpected turn.
We're not just lawyers that practice law. We live in this community, just like you.
When you need us most, we're at our best.
Second quarter action coming your way here at lcsportsnet.com. Tyler Aaron, I mean, if you're Shenango, you got to be pleased. Yeah, you've turned it over more times than you'd like, but you've created a few opportunities and you've converted on those opportunities. Laurel, complete opposite. They've had the chances, they just haven't been able to put the ball in the hoop.
Yeah, it's something that on Laurel's side, it's something you got to work on, and for Shenango, you got to prohibit those turnovers, because this game could be completely different if Shenango gets rid of all the turnovers that they had in that first quarter.
Yeah, all 5 points off of turnovers, really, by the Spartans, and they get another one to start quarter number 2, going coast to coast was Moser, and she'll be rewarded with a trip to the Parada Jones-McCree free throw line.
Yeah, for Moser there. Yeah, just a little bit too strong off the glass, but it's hard to do when the defender makes contact with you, but she has not made a free throw yet this season. See, she can do it right here.
I was about to say thank you for getting rid of that broadcaster jinx, but unfortunately maintains that and maintaining a 2-point Shenango advantage. Second one on the way and will not count for a lane violation. So it remains a 7-5 score here early in the second quarter. We'll have our UPMC halftime show coming up. UPMC is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for advanced orthopedic care, getting you back on your feet faster. Fighting for it, and did they get a timeout before the held ball? They did, say the official, so it will be a 30-second Pontius Insurance timeout called by Shenango. Give them a call at Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, Teresa Giddings at Pontius Insurance. laurelspartans.com. So what needs to be the biggest adjustment for both these teams at this point, Tyler?
Well, starting off for Shenango, you got to be able to get the ball in deeper towards the hoop, just because Laurel's done a great job in not letting Shenango transition the whole way from one side of the court to the other. All these turnovers that Shenango has that's happened against them is stopped before they even get to the top of the key. It's something they have to work on, get it deep into the paint, and just try and throw up shots, because right now not too many shot attempts so far for Shenango. And for Laurel, you just got to create those turnovers and find pay dirt.
Yeah, find a way to get into the lane too, whether it's in transition or in the half-court offense, because when you get it in the paint, that's when you get to the free throw line. That's when you get more opportunities there as well. Ball to the high post for Uri, inside out. That's the way to do it against any zone, especially the 3-2 and 1-3-1 that you've been seeing Shenango play. Baseline jumper too strong for Bear. And a rebound coming out for Kinnison. She gets over the top to Vanasco. Vanasco hesitation. Good poke away by Henderson, and waiting for a whistle. Now they finally give the jump ball over for another turnover.
Yeah, it's a great rush there by Shenango. Unfortunately, just halted just short, but Ella Farrell down the left wing side, wide open, had a perfect lane to the hoop right on that replay. Just an opportunity for Shenango they just couldn't find, and now Laurel has a chance to tie it up or take the lead with a three-pointer.
Another Medore Bonner Law change in possession. Protect your possessions with a local agent at MedoreBonnerLaw.com. Good ball movement here and good patience so far for the Spartans, but again, around the perimeter, not a lot to the inside. As soon as they say that, they do find Addie Uri down low for a turnaround jumper, in and out. But a better possession there, even though it doesn't result in points, Tyler.
No, but you got it right there, central of the paint, a good chance right down the lane to put it in, just rolls in and out.
That shot no good. Defensive rebound for Santini. It's actually, by my count, the first defensive rebound for Laurel in the game. How about that? As Henderson goes into the lane, and that's what you want to see. Go in transition before the defense can set up, right? And you get rewarded with a pair of free throws.
Yeah, and unfortunately the guilty party in that one, that's Emma Graham. She's the tallest player on the Shenango team, 5'10". Cameron Bintrim also is 5'10", but she's not here, not in the lineup today for Shenango. But again, when you're not set on defense, those fouls do happen.
First free throw up and good. 2 points now for J.L. Henderson. Senior toes the line, splashes home the second as well, nodding it up.
That makes it now 3 of the 7 points Laurel has made has come via the free throw.
Now Spartans will go full court pressure. They've been doing a lot of half court trapping, now trying to amp it up even more. Good job to get it to Layla Kinniston. Her pass over the top, well read and poked away by Addie Uri, but still in possession is Shenango. And we're going to have a blocking foul going right at Uri. Was Ella Farrell. She'll get a pair of free throws. Giving up about 7 inches worth of height. Not afraid, goes right at her and draws the block.
Yeah, it started off as a great possession. You had the odd man rush, and Laurel able to come back in, but again, you create an opportunity here from the charity stripe.
Senior misfires on the first attempt from the PJM free throw line. Excellence is our guarantee. Second one on the way is true as well. So 1 of 2, for Farrell from the line. Lead back in favor of the Cats, who have not trailed in this one. Maya Jarrett driving in, kicks it back out to Santini. She gets to the foul line, back over to Maya. Jarrett, skip past to Kroll. Extra one to the corner for Bear. Her shot too strong. Farrell grabs another rebound. She's leading the team right now with 4 already. Step back jumper there for Elizabeth Graham is off the mark. But an offensive rebound for Farrell again. Extending the possession. Able to get it down low and have a reach in against Laurel.
It's a great job by Shenango to transition it back into the offensive zone. Back on Laurel's last possession, all 5 Shenango Wildcats standing inside the paint. If you're Laurel, there's no chance you're able to drive and find a lane up through the hoop to get there. And Shenango, one of their best offensive possessions, see if they can turn out with some points.
Farrell, three-pointer, good look, couldn't get it to go. Moser the rebound with some speed. Good find across the lane, and an early play of the game nomination from Moser to Kroll for 2. Gives the lead to Laurel for the first time tonight. But right on cue. Breakout transition plays being the key.
Yeah, you create a turnover, you have numbers going back the other way, and it's just a bang-bang play right to the hoop.
Finasco open for 3, no good. Long rebound, and again corralled by Ella Farrell. 4th rebound this quarter, and we're going to get another foul called against the Spartans. That'll go against Santini for her first, team's 4th.
Yeah, you don't want to get into deep foul trouble here. You finally got your first lead. You don't want Shenango to retake that lead.
Henderson back on the court, and we're going to have a whistle and an over and back. As Downing, pass was tipped, but she still caught it and then took it back over the half-court line to commit that foul.
Yeah, it's just a desperation pass there, and Downey did a great job catching. It's just 1 foot was over the line. The basketball, right when she caught it, was over mid-court. That over and back violation gets called.
Skip pass across to the corner, trying to go back to Yuri. High post, went through her legs. Laurel still with possession. Henderson get the return pass from Moser. Good ball movement here. Leads to a 15-foot Kroll jumper. Short, no good. Trying to follow her shot. Good job by Elizabeth Graham to grab it, but it's stolen right back away. Find a Yuri down low, up and in. 5th different player in the books, Tyler, for the Spartans.
That's exactly what you want. You create a quick turnover. You had 2 Spartans in just the hoop right there. No defensive players. Just an easy layup in there for Yuri.
Travel at the other end. Spartans on a 6-1 run here midway through quarter number 2. Bear, turn pass to Kroll. Alexis to Lexi. Coach said, no, that doesn't cause any issues at practice, let me tell you. Lexi to Alexis, this time off the mark, no good. And a held ball on the rebound will go over to Shenango.
And you see Laurel trying to get their way into the paint. Just a great job there by Moser to come in from the right wing side to catch that. Usually when you're right there, you're able to tell whether or not it's going to make contact with the hoop.
Good running of the floor. Farrell blocked by Yuri, and then it's last touched by Farrell out of bounds. Good defense coming back. Yuri able to use that 5'10 frame to her advantage.
Yeah, that big block there. See if Laurel can come out with it and have a lead for more than just one possession.
Moser too strong on the baseline jumper, but right there, almost like a pass. Henderson, her first field goal of the game.
I think we can call that as a rainbow pass. Just picture perfect there for Henderson to grab it and put it in for her 5th point.
And Lexi Kroll saying, yeah, I meant to do that. That's an assist, right?
She can certainly make a case for it.
Finasco, little scoop shot amongst the trees, unable to get it to go, and Lexi Kroll fights for the rebound, but then trips over her own teammate and travels with the basketball.
That's a great takeaway there by Kroll. Just unfortunately can't get it over to Yuri quick enough. Foot slides, and Shenango with a prime opportunity here.
Oh, good find right on the inbound, right in front of the hoop, but Elizabeth Graham couldn't get it to go. Fighting for the rebound, bodies everywhere, and finally a held ball called. It will go with the Spartans.
Yeah, Shenango being really gritty out there, trying to get that basketball. You know you need to get points. There's only been 1 point scored this entire quarter by Shenango.
And those are the kind of plays right there. I mean, you run the inbounds play perfectly, but then you miss the layup. Those are the mistakes that are just going to happen with any young team, especially with how many freshmen both of these teams have that are playing significant minutes. As Henderson is blocked away, ball hits on the end line off of the block, so it will stay with the Spartans. Lily Raskowski in there for the first time for the Spartans. So you take a look at Coach O'Hara. Again, his second year coaching in his alma mater. Henderson gets it back out to Kroll. In the corner for Moser. Her jumper too strong. Ball on the floor. Raskowski fighting for it, but ends up throwing it away as Downing able to pick it off. Trap right in front of the Spartan bench. Good job to get it back out to Kinston. Return pass, Vanasco. Left wing three, in and out. Another offensive rebound fighting for it is Elizabeth Graham. She loses it, and we're getting a whistle and a holding foul, though. And I think it's going to go against. It is going to go against Laurel. That's going to go against Alexis Bear. Her second. And into the bonus now go the Wildcats. The first one off the mark. Missed layups, missed free throws. Those are things that coaches will absolutely lose their mind over.
Yeah, Shenango now 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Currently, again, just only 1 point to show for the second quarter. Shenango's played really great on both sides of the basketball. You just got to be able to get some points, and yet another miss right there.
But an offensive rebound from Van Atten this time. And the held ball will stay with the Cats with 2:22 remaining.
Got to find points here on this offensive possession here. You only have one. You're down by 5. You got to start chipping away at this.
And the inbounds pass goes off the foot of Emma Graham for another change in possession. So many ways LCAP improves the quality of life in Lawrence County. LCAP Early Learning has immediate openings in child care and preschool classrooms all across Lawrence County, Ben Franklin, and at various school districts across Lawrence County. Visit them at lccap.org. Lexi Kroll, 15-footer, is off the mark and out of bounds. Last touch by the Spartans. Shooting percentage, you don't want to know it. That shot's just not wanting to fall really for
either team here so far. But you got to give a lot of credit to both teams defensively, though. Just both teams playing great zone defense. Not enough lanes, per se, to be able to get it to the hoop. Everyone's trying to shoot it from behind the arc. I mean, only 28 field goal or three-pointers made so far by Laurel this season. Only 11 for Shenango.
First free throw off the mark. And that was the third foul, by the way, against Alexis Bear. And the Laurel defense has been spot on. The rotation's been great. And then until that one right there, just a little bit late, and that leads to the foul, her third. So she'll check out. Second free throw rattles home for Van Atten. She's got 3. No field goals for the Cats in quarter number 2, but they do have a pair of free throws. Skip pass to Santini. Stops on a dime. She throws it back across the lane. Passing the ball around nicely. Now return to Henderson. She pumps, she drives, and then she's going to get whistle and a foul on the floor before the shot against Shenango. First foul against Layla Kinniston. Henderson with the inbound pass, and not on the same page. And it'll be grabbed there for over and back by Santini.
Yeah, just a bit of miscommunication there. Communication's so important. We heard Shenango's head coach, Luke O'Hara, talked about it. That was one of his keys to the game was communication. This one just on the other side for Laurel.
Laurel's winning the turnover battle mightily. But only a 4-point advantage as Kinniston somehow gets that one back. Her shot in the lane partially blocked. Kroll with the ball. A couple of Shenango players down behind the play. Henderson looks to take advantage right to the rack, loses it on the way up. Somehow into the hands of Moser to a Santini three, in and out, no good. Kinniston flies up for the defensive bound. And a whistle and a foul against Maya Jarrett in the backcourt. Shenango will walk 70 feet the other way with another chance at the Parada Jones-McCree free throw line.
Yeah, Laurel, they've shown it all game, being aggressive, done a full court press there, and just a little bit too much aggression there. Send Shenango to the free throw line.
That's the second against Maya Jarrett, so keep an eye on that. 3 against Alexis Baer, 2 on Maya Jarrett. First free throw for Layla Kinniston, the senior, up and in. One of the 3 seniors on this Shenango team makes them both.
Yeah, she came in today with not a single free throw made either.
There's one that finally falls. Finally a jumper. Kaylin Moser hits the 15-footer, and that's where Laurel's game is. That's where they need to be at their best, is in that mid-range game. Ball ripped away now by Moser and finds across the lane and open Santini for 2.
I believe that's got to be the first points of the game for Laurel that came from inside the paint. Everything's been coming in from the field.
Nice crossover from Vanasco to get across the line to Farrell, and she's going to take an extra step and travel with the basketball.
Yeah, Shenango, they only have 4 points, but all 4 of them come as a free throw. Still no field goals so far. You got to get the monkey off the back and at least hit 1 here. You don't want to go into halftime not registering a single field goal in the second quarter.
But right now they're thinking about, can they hold for the last 30 seconds defensively? As we have a whistle and a foul, the 4th team foul here against the Cats. Because even with how poorly they've shot and with the turnovers they've had, if they can keep it at a 6-point game, Tyler, it's also good news for the Cats.
Yeah, it definitely is. Because it's only 2-possession game. You have 16 more minutes to work with. And you've really done a great job defensively, too.
Jarrett tried to drive baseline and ran out of real estate. So now Shenango with a chance if they want to try to hold for the last shot, though this full court pressure from the Spartans has been causing havoc right on cue. Lexi Kroll gets her hands on this one, and a held ball will lead to the turnover.
Yeah, just a great job by Laurel. If Shenango is able to get it around the defense, and you come in with speed, you're going to have an on-man rush every time. You just got to be able to get around those Laurel defenders, and they just haven't found it yet so far in this game.
Turnover right back, though, as it goes off the hands of Kroll and out of bounds. The part against the press, too. You got to fake a pass to make a pass. I know you've heard Horst there on the bench saying that a lot. It's the cooler Natel out there, Coach Rob Natel, one of the Laurel assistants, longtime Newcastle assistant. Ball on the ground, and a held ball with 7.5 to play will stay with Shenango. Coach LaRocco, while at Shenango, had the benefit of Coach Natel on the bench with him. He joins him here this season as an assistant on the Spartans bench. Inbound poked away by Jarrett, but right back to Kinniston's hands. Farrell left open for 3, drains it. There's the bucket you needed, Tyler, right at the horn.
Well, you certainly needed it, and you got it. And, you know, now with that three-pointer, it's now 1-possession game coming into the second half. That's picture perfect what you wanted to do for Shenango. You kind of knew Laurel was just going to guard the paint and not let Shenango get there. So you got to work it around the outside, and he just had enough time for Farrell, and she drains it.
Cuts the lead down to 3 at the halftime break. We'll be back with your UPMC halftime show when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington Hockey as our LCAP Team of the Month after winning 3 straight games to close out the 2025 calendar year, including their first win over Neshannock in 12 attempts. Congratulations to Coach McKee and the Wilmington Hockey Team, your LCAP Team of the Month.
When you're looking for quality concrete services, contact the experienced professionals at Doran Concrete. Our company is family, locally owned and operated, and has been serving the community for over 30 years. Get residential or commercial concrete services for any size job. Our skilled professionals offer prompt and reliable services at an affordable price. We believe in the principles of honesty, integrity, and reliability. Get in touch with us for exceptional concrete services at prices that you can afford.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Peyton Newman as the December Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month for scoring her 1,000th career point before the holidays. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Neshannock's Grant Hennon as the December Male Athlete of the Month for scoring 7 goals in 3 games in December on the ice. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Grant Hennon and Peyton Newman, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day? You guys ready?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
Laurel teachers support all of our athletes on and off the field.
All right, okay. Here at Shenango, the teachers and staff love their Wildcats. In the classroom, or wearing the blue and gold, we have their back, and we wish the Cats the best this season.
This video is brought to you by the Shenango Area Education Association.
It's the UPMC halftime show here at lcsportsnet.com. UPMC Orthopedic Care is Lawrence and Mercer County's local choice for sports medicine services, with appointments available at any of the 4 Lawrence County locations. 724-983-7000. Well, 17-14 the score on the board. Shenango able to hit a couple of outside shots, especially the one by Ella Farrell right before the halftime gun. That's really the difference in this one. Shenango's hit shots. They've hit opportunities when they've gotten them. Laurel, I think they, would you say, one shot in the paint that's gone in, and probably about 2 of 25, it feels like, approximately, from the mid-range and beyond the arc. More jump shots got to fall for Laurel. More shots, period, have to be attempted by the Shenango Wildcats.
Well, most of those shots that Laurel made there in that second quarter came off of a turnover that Shenango created. The turnovers created, you have an on-man rush coming back the other way. And fortunately for Laurel, they're able to capitalize almost every single time, and that's why they have the lead in this one. But for Shenango, the message in the locker room's got to be you got to stop the turnovers, and you got to do better in your transitional game, because that's where all these turnovers are happening. It's not like Shenango's taking a shot and Laurel's getting the defensive rebound. Shenango's done a great job so far in getting offensive rebounds, but being able to transition that ball from your own end to the other end of the court, Shenango's really struggled in that, and Laurel's just been dominating that aspect of the game so far.
19 turnovers for Shenango. I take that back. 24 turnovers for Shenango, 9 for Laurel, but only a 3-point Spartan advantage here at the halftime break. Let's take a look at your first half scoring recap and see who has the edge based on your Creative Edge scoring recap for Shenango. Addie Vanasco, 5 points in the opening quarter, the first 5 points of the game for Shenango. 4 for Ella Farrell, including that 3-pointer at the end of the first half. 3 for Ava Van Atten, and 2 for Layla Kinniston from the line off of the bench. 7 in the first and 7 in the second for Shenango. On the other side for the Laurel Spartans, 6 different players in the book, led by J.L. Henderson with 5, including 3 of 4 from the line. Kaylin Moser with a pair of buckets, 4 points off the bench for her, and then 2 each for Lexi Kroll, Alexis Bear, Addie Uri, and Gigi Santini to round out the scoring. Both teams shooting 50% from the free throw line. But the advantage that I'm seeing is the 12 offensive rebounds for Laurel versus just 4 offensive rebounds for Shenango. They picked up the offensive rebounds in the last couple of minutes, Tyler, but overall, for sure, the advantage on the offensive glass and the second chances has been for the Spartans. They just got to find a way to tickle the twine.
Yeah, Shenango's just got to find a different game plan to execute it better. I mean, you just got to find little leeways to get by Laurel's defense to get the ball, and really in that second quarter, especially those last couple minutes, Shenango was a lot more aggressive with the basketball. It had a little bit more of a grittiness to their game, and it worked out really well for them. They clawed back, got a couple free throws that went through, and then that big 3-pointer at the end to make this the one-possession game. So for Shenango, you just got to be more aggressive with the basketball and try and force it down the court.
That's your Creative Edge scoring recap. Fully licensed and insured architecture and construction management services, making your project a reality. More information available at 724-652-1372. I think the other big key here in the second half is those impact players. We talked about them briefly. Your Nick's Auto Body impact players, the players you trust. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Nick's Auto Body, located on South Mill Street in Newcastle. And you saw the freshman Addie Vanasco making the first 2 shots of the game for Shenango. Really haven't heard much of her on the offensive side since. For Laurel, J.L. Henderson, their leading scorer, she has 5, but only the 1 field goal, and you saw what she could do in transition of getting to the hoop, getting around and through the defense. I think that's got to be the key, is finding ways for her to penetrate against this Shenango zone.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, she's one of your best players for a reason, and you got to utilize her as much as you can, but if you're having a tough game, you got to look at the depth that you have. We heard it in the pregame. They're both teams very young, a lot of freshmen into this game so far. You start to rely on what they can do, what they bring to the table for both Laurel and Shenango. And really, I don't know, you just got to claw away at this. You got 16 minutes to work with.
We'll get you a out-of-town score update here before the second half begins. Beaver Falls defeated Elwood City in Class 3A play, 74-29. The Tigers still undefeated on the year, as Maya Jarrett took an extra shuffle and traveled with the basketball in the first possession here of the second half. The other games going on tonight, by the way, Tyler, the other 3A game, Quaker Valley and Mohawk, that one's going to be wrapping up momentarily. That was also a 6 o'clock start. In 2A, Freedom at Aliquippa tonight, and Rochester traveling to Neshannock in that battle for first place in the section as Vanasco looked for a shot, partially blocked, and now here comes Laurel with some speed ahead. Bear, good defense coming back by Shenango, knocked away out of bounds there by Downing.
It's a great defensive play there by Downing. Now Laurel's got an opportunity to make this back a 2-possession game, and Shenango's not ready for it.
Yeah, Henderson was wide open in the corner, but too strong on the attempt, and the rebound for Kinniston. Held ball, it will stay with Shenango. Going the other way.
See what Shenango has here to get it up the court here. Still full court press, but all 5 Wildcats started on their own end.
Good block that time from Uri, but then on the rebound, Jarrett unable to stay in bounds. So we'll go right back over to the Cats.
That's just a tough play because there's not much you can do with the basketball when you're in that position. There's just not that much leeway to get a pass out, and unfortunately for her, she steps on the baseline.
Yeah, tried to say she caught a little bump to usher her out of bounds. The officials say otherwise. Still a 3-point Spartan lead here early in the third quarter, and that one hits on the sideline for the Shenango turnover. Also in Class 1A tonight, by the way, Union at Leechburg. Mars traveling to Newcastle. In District 10, Wilmington looks to stay undefeated, traveling to Reynolds. Laurel played against that Wilmington team last night and talked to Coach LaRocco and said, how good are they? He said, oh, they are good. He wants to see a Wilmington-Neshannock matchup, which I think we all would love to see that matchup here this year, the way those two teams have been playing. Jarrett, left wing to Henderson, finds the opening, goes to the hoop, and will get fouled. And that's what I'm talking about. You're moving around the perimeter, that's when the gaps arise, right, Tyler?
Yeah, absolutely, because Shenango, with their zone defense, they're kind of just watching the ball. They're giving chase to it, and that's where the miscommunication starts, and, you know, those lanes open up.
Henderson 3 for 4 from the line today, but misfires on that, making it 3 for 5. Remains a 3-point advantage. We got a pair of games tomorrow on the network, Tyler. We got Mohawk against Aliquippa, battle for first place in Section 3. And we have Laurel traveling to Neshannock in a first-place battle in Class 2A. Poked away, stolen away. Good pass from Kroll to Jarrett. Can't get the shot to go because she was hit on the arm as well.
That's a great backdoor feed. He had the open lane for the layup and just a lot of contact there. But you'll take 2 shots at the free throw line here if you're Jarrett.
Yeah, deflection first from Bear, stolen away by Kroll, and then a good find in traffic to Jarrett, who misfires on her first attempt, looking for her first points of the night. Both free throws off the mark, no good, and Vanasco will get the rebound. And again, Kroll gets her hands on it, steals it away right to the hoop, and one!
That's again another costly turnover by Shenango. Laurel takes advantage with the takeaway right here on your replay presented by LCAP. Yeah. They're just a quick takeaway by Kroll, and it's a free dance with the hoop there and gets the and one.
And credit, I believe it was Henderson who was also there defensively into that trap, and then the quick hands from Kroll. Offensive rebound from Bear, but again, runs out of real estate on the sideline, or on the end line, excuse me. Across the timeline, and traffic is Farrell, trapped in the corner, and good job just to throw it off of Addie Uri and maintain a Shenango possession.
That's just a great job there by Farrell, just to maintain the possession of the ball, get it across the timeline. And it's hard to do, or hard to get the ball away when you're double teamed like that. Just throw it off to the defender and goes out.
And now when they try to get it back to Downing, but she had not established back in the court. And Coach O'Hara, hands on the head on that one. And, mental errors, it's tough to deal with, but they're going to happen over the course of a game, especially, again, with a young team, as this ball goes out of bounds off of the shot from Henderson. I think most coaches will say, though, those dead ball turnovers not nearly as costly as the live ones, like Kroll getting the steal in the N1.
Yeah, well, O'Hara preached in the pregame about communication, and so far there's been a ton of miscommunication in regards to passing the basketball. A lot of mental errors happening there.
Good find to get Kroll up ahead for the bucket. She's now got 6. That was Henderson with the steal and the assist. She gets the rebound here and is going to start another odd man rush. All of a sudden, Henderson with speed goes right to the hoop, and they're going to get a reach-in foul on the way on the floor. I think they're going to call it against Van Atten.
Yeah, there's just not much you can do there. On-man rushes are so hard to defend to because it's almost like you're playing keep up.
Henderson, another open look. Can't get the outside shots to fall. Now 0 of 4 from beyond the arc. Largest lead of the night, though, for the Spartans, now with 8 as Jarrett gets a piece of that one and Yuri grabs the rebound.
Yeah, Vanasco wanted a foul called because she fell down to the ground as she threw it.
Yuri at the high post, turns, shoots, splash. And that's what the weak spot of the zone is, Tyler. She turned around, knew what you wanted to do with it, and drained it. And then she'll pick up the foul on the floor at the other end after a nice crossover from Vanasco. But look back at that last play of being able to go in. When you catch the ball there, no hesitation. They hesitated some in the first half, not on that one. She saw it, she was open, she took it.
Well, Laurel's really figuring out how to approach the zone defense by Shenango. They dominated it in the first half, and now really been the total opposite.
Good take the other way for Layla Kinniston. And I think that's something that both coaches have talked about. When you have one player who is a majority scorer on your team, sometimes you can be hesitant if you're one of the other players to shoot the ball, and you got to be willing to shoot the ball when you have the opportunities. Kinniston there, going right at it, putting one in. Same with Yuri at the other end before that.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta find your opportunity, find your opening, and then if you get it, you take it.
Van Atten has it taken right away by Maya Jarrett with a 2-on-1 now the other way. Pass across the lane, 10-foot jumper good for Kaylin Moser. She's now got 6 off the bench.
Again, it's that quick transition. You get the odd man rush. You really have a lot of speed when you come in like that. It's just so hard to defend, and it's almost guaranteed points almost every time.
And that's the 4th foul against Alexis Bear, so I think she will check out. She will. J.L. Henderson will check back in. Van Atten also back to the bench. Naira Thomas, the senior, back in there for the Cats. And that one just ripped away by Jarrett. She jumped up, grabbed right at it, and she's going to get called for the Medora Bonner Law change in possession as she backed her way and lowered her shoulder into the defender.
Well, Downing went to throw it, and it's almost like in football where the pass rusher makes contact right away with the quarterback, and the ball comes out for like 2 inches and it's automatically intercepted, and it goes back the other way. It feels like exact what that was, just a bang-bang play.
Almost another turnover. How about Kinniston coming right through, though, and grabbing the ball for Shenango. Player open down the court is Thomas. Good hustle back again with the block for Addie Yuri.
Thomas wide open, no one within 15 feet of her, jumping, wanting to get that ball, just couldn't execute when the ball got to her.
The recovery by Yuri, who also saves the ball out of bounds here on this end, but into the hands of Downing. Stolen away near midcourt again, and a foul's going to be called against Shenango, so free throws at the Prada Jones-McCree free throw line coming for Kaylin Moser. Coach O'Hara feeling the way a lot of Shenango fans feeling right now when you have nearly 30 turnovers in the game.
Well, also, not to mention, too, Laurel's now in that, technically in the bonus now. That was the 5th foul taken this quarter by Shenango.
First free throw from Moser off the mark. Remains a 10-point advantage for the Spartans. Parada Jones McCree, excellence is their guarantee. Moser still can't find one to go on the freebie. Quick hands again from Lexi Kroll. The held ball will turn it over yet again. How many times has she done that today where she's just poked it away like that, Ty?
Well, they're not afraid to get their hands dirty to go get that basketball, and Kroll's done it multiple times, and Shenango's not ready again.
Good extra pass, and in and out on the three-pointer for Henderson, and she even smiled on that one. Can't believe it didn't fall. Whistle in the backcourt. We're going to have a little too aggressive that time from the Spartans.
Yeah, but that shouldn't deteriorate your whole mentality when trying to turn over the ball. Just a little bit too aggressive there, but every other time it's worked so far for Laurel. That's only the second time they've been fouled for, I guess, being a little bit too aggressive.
Stepping on the sideline. And Coach LaRocco, even though they get the turnover, still preaching because you can't give up the sideline. Always a learning moment. Santini in the corner for three. Short, no good. Kind of slipped out of her hand. Moser blocked on the offensive rebound and in the hands of Vanasco.
Yeah, that's just, again, that's so hard to get out of that. There was 3 Laurel Spartans right there, and you're just going to have to look up and just throw a rainbow pass up, and hopefully another Wildcat's there to receive it.
3 minutes remaining in the third quarter as the turnovers continue to grow. The number of shots taken has to be at least a 3-1 advantage right now in favor of Laurel. Another putback off an offensive rebound. Moser with 8 to lead all scorers tonight.
Yeah, Shenango's zone defense has just seemed to crumble, and Laurel's getting all these chances now in the paint.
Good hustle play by Laurel, but traveling with the basketball is the call, and we'll have a timeout on the court with 2:34 remaining in the third. We'll take a timeout here as well. 12-point Spartan advantage on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Congratulations to our December LCAP Team of the Month. Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Wilmington Hockey as our LCAP Team of the Month after winning 3 straight games to close out the 2025 calendar year, including their first win over Neshannock in 12 attempts. Congratulations to Coach McKee and the Wilmington Hockey Team, your LCAP Team of the Month.
Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. From a scratch to a dent to a major repair, Nick's your man. Making your car look as good as new. Nobody does it better than Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands. Nick's Auto Body, trust your body in our hands.
Two and a half minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Laurel with a 12-point advantage. By the way, we do have a Henry sighting tonight. Unfortunate as that may be. He is the officials evaluator here this evening and our rules expert. I considered getting a mic down on him for some Gene Steratore type information, but he's already yelled at us once, so we're not going to go for that again. Lexi Kroll, yet another steal. Lexi Kroll to the hoop. Good jump stop up and in.
She's just been dominant in getting that ball back. She already has 6 points just in this third quarter alone.
And then that time, a step late as you check out the LCAP instant replay. We heard it in the timeout. The way you press is you got to go get the double team and the rotations. She rotated to the right spot. When they try to reverse it, she gets the steal, and I love the jump stop, too, to be able to get the easy layup, but then commits the foul, unfortunately, for Kroll. Going the other way is Kinniston for a pair of free throws as we've entered the red zone bonus. First one off the mark, though, for Layla. Bonus free throws brought to you by the Red Zone. Make sure you stop by the Red Zone for all your county sporting apparel needs. Remember, Spirit Sales can raise big money for your organization. See how your crew can score big at the red zone. Second one for Kinnison, short, barely grazed the front of the rim. Uri able to get the rebound. Kroll, she'll take her chance out of the left wing three, just short, no good. And it's off the mark. The other thing I wanted to mention is Kroll, why not, steps in front of it and gets another steal and another score. She's the first player in double figures tonight.
Just dominant on both sides of the ball. A lot of credit to Kroll here tonight.
Another play of the game nomination for sure. And she's got to be getting close to double-digit steals, but again, just a half step short of cutting off that sideline. She gets called for the block. So Downing will go to the line to shoot a couple and makes the first. Second one good as well. What I wanted to mention, though, Ty, was the fact that, shooting 0 of 10 from beyond the arc unofficially is Laurel. But what did Coach LaRocco say during that last time out? Shooters keep shooting. Keep shooting. You have the looks. You take the shot. Oh. As Kroll went to make the cross-court pass, and Ella Farrell in the right spot and the wrong spot at the same time.
That's just an absolute bullet coming in and just right off the chest of Farrell. Can't feel too good.
Uri lost the pivot foot on the inbounds.
That was the right idea. Just moved your foot too early.
Better double team this time in the backcourt. They get it back to Vanasco. She tries to reverse. Nowhere to go, though. Finally, before they get rid of it, Coach O'Hara has to call another Pontius Insurance timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. 32-18 with a $1.25 remaining here at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Whether you're hosting a big party, it's family dinner night, or you just need a place to go and watch the big game, the Crane Room Grill is the place to be. Need that something special for your upcoming event? Ask about the CR Brewing Company's custom brewing options to give your big day that personalized touch that your guests will never forget. Visit craneroom.com to see their full menu, or call in your takeout order now at 724-656-1553. The Crane Room Grill and CR Brewing Company, a winning combination.
One timeout remaining for Shenango. 32-18 your score. Coach Coop in the house. The Laurel football team, a lot of the wrestlers, members from that football team, getting out of their practice. Now catching the second half of tonight's game between the Spartans and the Wildcats, and almost catching another turnover. Cody and Rob right in the thick of things. Inbound pass, they're able to get it to Kinnison in the middle. Henderson steals it away. Good block, a tap-in attempt from Henderson. Can't get it to go, and she's the last to touch it out of bounds.
That's a new one out of the bag of tricks there for Laurel. Just tap it up there and hope it falls through. It doesn't do so, but Shenango almost had one of their best transitional possessions. And the whistles
continue the blow as Shenango doing a better job of getting it inbounded and reversing to the middle, but that time Kinnison went to pass it and there was no one there.
That's just tough. It was a bang, bang, bang pass play, and just the travel's called, and you think Shenango turns the corner there and gets a potential rush up towards the hoop. Just can't get there.
$1.11 remaining as we saw Coach LaRocco there. Again, his second year at Laurel, 5 years overall as a girls coach. First at Shenango and then here at Laurel. Said it was a big adjustment going from the men's game to the women's game, but says he feels a lot better now 5 years in than he did when he first took over at the Shenango program, just in some of the little differences of coaching a girls team, as this ball's out of bounds after it was stolen by Kroll, and it will stay with the Laurel Spartans.
Yeah, Shenango's just trying any bit of strategy to try to get this one up. For Vanasco, did a no-look pass there, looking down the left side, passed to the right. Laurel just right there with the turnover.
Yeah, Kroll has been reading those passes like a book, knowing exactly where to look. Shot, though, unable to go in, and Shenango finally able to get possession and get across half court. And Vanasco going to take a three-pointer. No good. It falls her own shot, and that's Kinniston with the rebound, and she's going to get a pair of free throws. As Addie Uri will pick up her her third. And both teams in the red zone bonus here in the third quarter. Coming up after the game, we will announce our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Too much time sitting in the bleachers during basketball season. Call doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Argero, Kelsey Bowser. They'll get you straightened out. First free throw good, second one off the mark for Kinniston. Jarrett fakes the pass, puts it up, can't get it to go. Uri flying in for the rebound, but she can't quite gather it. It'll go out of bounds over to the Cats.
Laurel just quick with their transition and just able to, drive that lane.
Good crossover from Farrell to Thomas for two. First points for Naira Thomas, the senior connection. Able to break the press. Henderson around 1, 2, 3, can't get it to go, but she's going to go and get a pair of free throws.
A lot of credit offensively to Laurel. They've really figured out how Shenango runs their zone defense, and almost every possession now you see Laurel up right into the paint making plays.
That was the first foul on Naira Thomas. First free throw is high arcing and will not fall. As Raskowski and Santini will re-enter the ballgame. We'll also announce after the game our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Ready to coach clients to better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. Second free throw in and out. Henderson just can't buy a bucket at this point. But fighting for the rebound, I believe that's Raskowski. It is, and a good pass out to Santini for the deuce. And that's how your third quarter comes to an end. Laurel, largest lead of the night at 34-21. Fourth quarter when we return at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Like in sports, it takes a great team to protect you, your family, and your business. MVP Insurance is that team. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, you can count on us for coverage that adapts to your needs.
We're committed to excellence for our clients' experience and in serving our community.
It's a winning combination.
MVP Insurance. Don't get left on the sidelines. Log on to mvpins.com or call today to get your free quote.
As the fourth quarter begins, every game here in the winter, we talk about a foundation play of the game. Oh, there's no better foundation than when you have Lori Heights and specialty cookies in the house. Though I'm a little upset we don't have any banana bread. Well, if I had told her that Lee Moan was coming out tonight, we would have gotten banana bread from the legend over there, Lori Heights. Big shout out and thanks to her for everything that she's always done for everyone here at Laurel, especially us. And again, while we're at it, thanks to AD and boys coach Ken Locke. Again, we'll see his Spartans in action tomorrow against Neshannock in a big battle in Class 2A boys action. Here a 13-point lead though as we start the fourth quarter, and feels like deja vu. It's another Lexi Kroll steal. She has been everywhere tonight for the Spartans defensively.
Yeah, she's just been all over the place. Just her awareness and poise to know where the ball's going, to make that first step, just to get in there and get the basketball. She leads Laurel in the points category tonight. She's just doing everything here for the Spartans tonight.
Return pass to Henderson for three, in and out. And last touch by the Spartans. But again, you got to, like, if you're Coach Rickley LaRocco, you're saying, hey, keep shooting? She does keep shooting because eventually they got to fall. There, Thomas around the defender, right to the rack and in. Second bucket in the second half for Thomas.
Yeah, she just comes in with speed and good things happen. You come in with speed, makes the defense have to play catch up there.
Lexi Kroll too strong on the baseline jumper, but Addie Uri tracks it down. Jarrett to Uri. Good cross-court pass to Kroll. Back up top looking for Jarrett. Able to snag it away, and then it's poked away nicely there by Ella Farrell. And a whistle and an offensive foul called as Henderson draws the charge against Addie Downing. And that gets the fans with the fat heads in the background excited for that Medora Bonner Law change in possession.
That's just a great play there by Henderson. She knew that she was coming in with speed and she was going to make contact. And just get your feet planted and just take the hit. Offensive foul is called, and Laurel gets possession.
Coach O'Hara not in agreement, understandably, vouching for his team. A good job, I think, of Henderson holding her ground. And Henderson looking for a cutting Maya Jarrett, but just went through her hands and out of bounds. Remains an 11-point Spartan advantage. Lexus Bear out there nearly got her hands on that pass. Playing with 4 fouls as Downing shuffled the feet before making that one.
Yeah, it seems like Laurel is taking a step back. At least let Shenango come up a little bit before, again, their grade A defense comes in and makes the turnover.
Yeah, they've done half-court press, full-court pressure, a little bit of everything. Jael Henderson's done a little bit of everything, but finally gets one to fall from beyond the arc. She was 0 of 6 before that one finally went down the cylinder. On the other end, how about Era Thomas inside the arc? Lexi Kroll, baseline drive, double team, kicks it back out. Henderson, she feeling it now, in and out. Uri gets the rebound, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul against Shenango.
Yeah, you can really see Laurel is being really aggressive now. It shows with all 3 fouls coming just by showing a little bit too much aggression.
That was the 3rd foul against Kinnison. A good job swiping that one away by Vanasco, but then poked away defensively the other way by Maya Jarrett. She goes right at the defender, Kinnison, out of bounds, blocked away by Shenango.
You just got to give a ton of credit with this game. Laurel's defense just been an absolute juggernaut this game.
Want to take a guess at what the turnover count is?
Are we approaching 50?
We are. 45 unofficially.
You don't have that many marks on your scorecard, do you?
Had to add a bunch.
How do you do it, like in increments of 10, and then you just got to keep on writing increments of 5? Okay, you're just going to keep on adding more?
And it's just that's how suffocating this Laurel defense has been throughout the course of the game. Not giving Shenango an inch to breathe all night long as Henderson now with 9 as she knocks down that free throw. Fourth team foul against Shenango too, by the way. So that means you have bonus free throws the rest of the way for the Spartans. Henderson now in double digits. Callie Baker into the game, a little excited. She was ready to inbound the basketball for the wrong team. Or I'd say that was Kroll, excuse me. Ball on the floor, Kroll fighting for it again, and we'll have a held ball as Vanasco has to dive on it for another turnover.
That's just a miscommunication there between Downing and Farrell of who's getting the basketball, who's going to take it out, and you just kind of have to swipe that away to an open teammate, and Laurel, again, right there ready to pounce on it.
Good pass from Santini to Moser, no good on the shot. Backdoor rebound, Kroll, not once, not twice, but will get 2 trips to the line. Kroll, 66% free throw shooter on the season. Actually, she came into the game 1% higher than that, Tyler, but I'm not going to say that. First free throw is good. Second one rattles home as well. Timeout on the court. It's a full timeout. We'll take a quick one here as well. 41-25. Laurel leads at LC SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Tonight, someone is cold, hungry, and forgotten. At City Rescue Mission, we're more than a shelter. We're a bright beacon of light in our community, serving those in need to make our community stronger and healthier. We offer real help and real hope, and that hope is Jesus. We serve him by serving others in love, grace, mercy, and compassion. But we can't do it without you. Be the reason someone's story is rewritten in Christ. Give today at cityrescuemission.org.
41-25 your score. This is a game that will count towards the Tri-County Cup, the inauguration of the Tri-County Cup here at lcsportsnet.com. Of course, we'll lose the picture, take a look at the standings there real quick coming into this week with the Tri-County Cup. Any game featuring a matchup between those Tri-County schools goes into the Tri-County standings, and at the end of the year, a trophy will be presented to the winning school from the Tri-County area. And Laurel right there, just a couple of games behind the Shannock percentage-wise, and Shenango right in the middle of the pack. All of those teams 3 through 6 pretty close right now. We'll keep those updated throughout the rest of the 2025-26 scholastic year. Big thanks to Kirk Lape, principal here at Laurel, and everybody with the Tri-County Principals Association for being one of our biggest supporters right from the get-go here on the Lawrence County SportsNet. Good recovery back from Santini, skied up with the one-handed steal. Now Moser skying up to keep the ball inbounds. Santini trying to finish the play with a three, can't get it to go. Downing to the right wing. Pass deflected, fighting for it, and Jarrett able to get it up to Kroll, to Santini, and she lost it. Kind of stuck in between, didn't know whether to go up with it immediately or to put it on the deck. Ends up traveling with the basketball.
Well, she saw that Shenango was coming in with speed, kind of lost her footing and kind of hit the deck on the play.
Nayara Thomas, good find to Addison Downing. Her shot too strong, no good. And Henderson taps to Jarrett for the rebound. Kroll's 15-foot jumper off the mark. Thomas, rebound, good find to get it to Kinniston. Running into a brick wall there was Kinniston, lost it, and then able to get it right back. It was out of bounds.
Yeah, well, you create that turnover, and you want to take in all that momentum, all that speed in your rush, and unfortunately you just run right into your own teammate. But that's just a little mistake and doesn't go to show what Laurel's defense has done.
Outside shot, unable to go. There's Henderson doing what she does best, getting through the defense into the paint. It took a good chunk of 3 quarters before she was finally able to get some good space getting into the lane there, Tyler. But here in the second half, she has done what we know she can do best.
Well, she struggled, especially in that third quarter. She only had 1 point in that third quarter and then hits that huge 3 points, gets the monkey off the back. And she's been almost unstoppable here so far. She makes another free throw.
First free throw is good. Second one, how many in and outs has she had tonight either?
A ton. She's only 5 for 10 from the free throw line. too as well, but luck's not flowing. Not on that one, though.
She didn't want 1 point. She wanted 3. Her second three-pointer here of the fourth quarter.
Don't blame her there. 3 is more than 1, so you actually want to take that many points.
Good math. Trio of subs coming in for Shenango. And again, credit to them tonight. They were playing with 8 players, 3 on their roster unavailable tonight due to injury and or illness. Laurel missing a couple as well in the same boat, but they had a few more to work with at the beginning. And one of the things that is tough to deal with, Tyler, when you have a small roster to begin with, but so many freshmen, you want them to get as many minutes as possible. There was a JV game scheduled originally for this game, and as there is on Monday for Laurel against Freedom, but they've had to cancel them just because of injury and illness concerns. Just not having enough players to be able to do both games, both a JV and a varsity game, as Henderson gets a steal and an easy layup.
We practically walked that one in. Just a clear breakaway there for Henderson. Another chance for her, too.
And all of a sudden, 18 points. She's got 13 in the fourth quarter alone.
Just amazing how this whole game completely 180'd after the first quarter there for Laurel. Just really struggled in that first quarter, only had 5 points, and really put on a great show here tonight.
Yeah, finally getting into a bit of the flow of the offense and the energy. That was the one thing I heard Coach LaRocco say is talking before the game, is that if the energy is there, which it typically is with a young team, then we're fine. They were a little flat early, able to weather the storm of Shenango in the first 16 minutes, and then exploded. Felt like an explosion in the third quarter, and then we saw this explosion here going on in the fourth. As a steal up ahead to Kroll. Good block by Van Asco, and second effort getting on the arm this time, though, was Elizabeth Graham. She'll pick up the personal.
Just another prime opportunity here for Laurel to extend that lead. And Kroll, just an impressive performance for her so far today.
I have a feeling we'll be talking about her in our post-game show. Again, coming after the game, we'll announce our Maley Chiropractic play of the game, as well as our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Lexi Kroll, why not? Misses on both free throws, but gets her own rebound. Kicks it back out to Moser. Her shot back iron no good, and then she's going to get a foul call with 2:26 remaining.
That's the first foul called against Laurel of the quarter.
And a couple subs coming in. Mira Eppinger and Carly Locke in for the first time, as Kroll and Henderson take a seat. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Graham able to track that down in front of the scorer's table, and then we're going to have a whistle and a traveling violation called on Shenango.
Just tons of frustration here for Shenango. You get a good opportunity, you try and make way with it, and it's just things like a travel or another turnover. It's just a really frustrating outing here for Shenango.
Cambry Davis with the basketball just checking in. Carly Locke thought about a three. Swings it back over now. It's Davis around to Eppinger. To Locke. Corner three. Can't get it to go. Lily Largent fighting for the rebound. Unable to grab it. Vanasco swipes it away. Here comes Naira Thomas, and they're going to draw a blocking foul. Foul's going to go against Laurel and Carly Locke, and that will allow the final substitute and Lily Raskowski to re-enter the game. For the Spartans. The teams will be even now in the section at 1 and 3. tied for that potential final playoff spot coming out of this section. Top 4 teams in section play will all make it into the postseason. Laurel actually hosted a playoff game and won it last year in the WPIAL playoffs, as that one's out of bounds, last touched by the Spartans. But when you look at this section, Tyler, obviously Neshannock, Rochester right now, the cream of the crop. We await to hear a Neshannock score. That game didn't start until 7:30, but Neshannock expected as one of the top teams across the WPIAL. As a good mid-range jumper, that's the first points for Vanasco since the first quarter. But when Neshannock got revenge on the rematch of the WPIAL championship game, defeating Aliquippa by 50, I think that speaks volumes as to how good this Neshannock team might be this year. Pass trying to get Raskowski out of bounds. But for this Laurel team especially, you look at the close road losses that they had in section play to Rochester and to Aliquippa. If you can get just one of those turning into a win when you come back here to playing at home, that could be really, essentially a playoff clincher if you get even one of those two.
Yeah, absolutely. When you got on the road, now you know what to expect when you play them the next time around. You know, what can you do, or what did they do that they dominated against you? You fix that out of your game and show up as a better team the second time. And like you said, those getting a couple huge wins like that be great for the playoffs.
Emma Graham will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws with just under a minute to play. Big shout out to our producer, Matt Flannery. Rob Nattell when he's not being yelled at. Props to him and to the Nutcase Asher Pistachio. Fantastic crew as always. We'll have, again, double duty tomorrow. Mohawk hosting Aliquippa and Neshannock hosting Laurel. So we'll have the crews spread out. Shenango able to get a steal, passing ahead, looking for Naira Thomas. Good poke away at the last second defensively by Cambry Davis.
Yeah, now with Shenango. With this game, now you know what to expect with your next one and what you really got to work on as you prepare for the next game, because you don't want to harp on this loss too much. You just want to look ahead at that next opponent, that next game, and what you can do to end that game with a win.
Addie Vanasco, first trip to the line for her tonight. And with the Shenango team, too, it's not just about the rest of this year, but also looking ahead to, the next 3 years when you have such a big crop of freshmen who are getting time early. And you hope that they can find a way to get a couple of JV games over the course of the year as well, just to get these players on the court as much as possible. The more playing time you can get, the more time on the court you can get, the better off you're going to be. Naira Thomas says, don't forget about me, the senior. She steals, can't get the shot to go. Ava Van Atten follows it up, can't get it to fall either. And 9 seconds remaining. Raskowski tries to get one more shot up at the end of the game and unable to do so, and we're going to have a foul with 0.2 of a second left to go. And Coach Sirocco still teaching to the very end. That's what you want to hear.
Yeah, just you don't want to let Shenango get anything out, but
yeah, you could have let the clock run out, obviously, but you play to the final whistle, and Vanasco is going to take advantage with a couple more attempts at the line.
Well, it's also a learning experience.
Yes, absolutely. Vanasco splits the pair, and that's how this one will come to an end. Laurel, 32 second-half points versus 15 for the Wildcats, and they win 49-29 and move into a tie for fourth place here in the section. We'll recap it all, give you the scoring recap, and get you our play of the game and MVP of the game when we return. 49-29 Laurel wins on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. Calling all sports fans. Never miss a moment with real-time alerts, keeping you in the loop when your favorite teams are playing.
Get instant updates sent straight to your phone with game schedules, changes, and all the latest news.
You can receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for game time.
Be the first to cheer on your local teams and show your support.
Receive important updates and reminders, so you're always prepared for the game.
Signing up is quick and easy. Don't miss out. Sign up now and stay connected to the action.
Plus, follow us on social media for live updates, behind-the-scenes content, and community news.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
Lawrence County SportsNet is proud to honor Neshannock's Peyton Newman as the December Red Zone Female Athlete of the Month for scoring her 1,000th career point before the holidays. LC SportsNet is also proud to honor Neshannock's Grant Hennon as the December Male Athlete of the Month for scoring 7 goals in 3 games in December on the ice. Congratulations and best of luck to Neshannock's Grant Hennon and Peyton Newman, the December Red Zone Athletes of the Month.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at medorebonerlaw.com for more information.
It's the Tri-County Principals postgame show on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP, with a 49-29 victory for the Laurel Spartans, their first section win of the season. Both the Spartans and the Wildcats now at 1-3 in section play, in a tie for the 4th place, which would be the final spot in the WPIAL playoffs. Top 4 teams will make it out of each section into the playoffs for the Class 2A tournament. Well, Tyler, Aaron, Shenango, they started strong. They hit the shots that they needed to early. They committed a bunch of turnovers in the game right from the get-go. When they finally did get opportunities, though, in the game, especially in the first half, they made the shots. Those shots didn't fall in the second half, and they finally did for Laurel in the final 8 minutes.
Yeah, for Shenango, just a great job defensively there in that first half. Laurel held Laurel to 5 points in that first quarter and really dominated defensively with their zone play defense. Just unfortunately, when that transitioned into the third and fourth quarter, just unable to execute the same way. Laurel figures out the game and absolutely dominates in this one to Laurel's 20-point win.
So let's take a look at this gem of a game with our gem master builders and craftsmen scoring recap for Shenango. Addie Vanasco leads all scorers with 9 for the Wildcats. Naira Thomas with 6. 5 for Layla Kinniston off of the bench. 4 for Ella Farrell. 3 for Ava Van Atten. And 2 for Addison Downing to round the Shenango scoring, who went 7-7-7 and then 8 in the final quarter to go for 29 total points. For Laurel, J.L. Henderson leads all scorers with 18, including 13 in that fourth quarter. Following her up is Lexi Kroll with 11 points. Kaylin Moser, great performance from her, 8 off the bench for the freshman. And then 4 each for Gigi Santini and Addie Uri, and 2 for Alexis Bear. And that rounds out the Laurel scoring. They went 5, 12, 17, and 15 by quarter for 49 total points. For for Coach Ricky LaRocco's squad. A 49-29 victory here for the Spartans. There's your Gem Master Builders and Craftsmen scoring recap. Family owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations, building our community for 70 years. Well, awards time, and we'll start with our Maley Chiropractic play of the game. And go ahead and take your pick at which one of the, I'm going to estimate 12 steals that Lexi Kroll had tonight. The one that sticks out to me, Tyler, was the steal right in front of her own bench for the and one. That's the one that sticks out to me, but you could pick any one of the defensive plays that she made, because she was all over the court tonight.
Well, there's like a dozen different options you can pick from. Great offensively, defensively, great. And just able to get in there, get her hands dirty, make the great plays, and end up with points. Just a great job by Lexi Kroll on both sides of the basketball.
I also had her for 4 offensive rebounds to go with, again, we estimate a dozen steals, 11 points on the board. She will get your Maley Chiropractic play of the game on the night. Lawrence County SportsNet proud to honor Lexi Kroll for the Maley Chiropractic play of the game. She just got her customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition of being tonight's Maley Chiropractic play of the game winner. You can view the top plays of the season by going online to lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations to Lexi Kroll, tonight's Maley Chiropractic play of the game. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game. Tyler, shooters keep on shooting. JL Henderson found the way to get into the lane, and she finally got a couple of shots to fall down in the second half. 18 points to lead all scorers tonight. She's your MVP Insurance MVP of the game.
Well, not to mention 12 of those 18 points also happened in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And, you know, if you take that fourth quarter out of the way, she only ends up with 6 in this one. And when you look at that, she could have had a lot more points, just a ton of shots, just couldn't find its way completely through the basket. So some of them just mere centimeters, even millimeters away from going the whole way through for Henderson, but she's able to get the monkey off the back. She hits that big three-pointer to start off the fourth quarter to get her up to 9 points, and then there was no stopping Henderson from then on out.
So JL Henderson is your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. She also just got a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone, in recognition being tonight's MVP of the game. Again, the full list of game MVPs is available at lcsportsnet.com. Click on awards. Congratulations, your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, Laurel's JL Henderson. Let MVP Insurance call MVP for the win. So Laurel now again at 1-3. Their final game is at Freedom. We were made aware that is a varsity-only game, so that will probably not be a 7:30 tip-off, probably a 6 or 6:30 tip-off. Stay tuned. We'll get you more information on that one. Shenango will play Sharpsville over the weekend before hosting Neshannock on Monday to wrap up the first half of section play. And then, believe it or not, yeah, we're already into the second half of section play, and every game going to be really crucial down the stretch for all the teams in the county area. Don't forget tomorrow, Mohawk hosting Aliquippa for first place in the boys Class 3A Section 1, and in Class 2A Section 4, Laurel Spartans, Coach Locke's squad heading out to Neshannock to take on